Hello everyone, my name is Jessie and welcome to Plot Twists. So today I'm going to be doing my May TBR. I will be taking part in the May the Force Readathon, and I will put all of the details in the description box down below. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started talking about the books I plan to read. So for this particular readathon, I am going to be reading for the dark side with one substitution neutral prompt. The first dark side prompt I have is Seduction. Pick a book with a pretty cover, and for that I'm going to be reading City of Brass by S.A. Chakaborty. This is an Egyptian Middle Eastern style fantasy novel that centers, I believe, jinn and other sorts of magical creatures. I have heard nothing but exceptional things about this series. And from the little bit that I have read so far, I am really enjoying it. As you can see, I've barely just gotten a taste of it. But I'm really excited to get to this one this month and hopefully continue on with the series. The next book I'm going to be reading is for the Force Sphere prompt, and that is to read a mystery or a thriller. For that, I will be reading Heartbreak Incorporated by Alex de Campi. To be perfectly honest, I picked this book up pretty much solely because of the cover. The center of this cover has a business card. It says "Breaking Up is Our Business." I believe this centers around our main character, who is a temp for an agency that breaks up marriages and when one partner has requested it, and as a result of this whole process, somebody unexpectedly ends up dead, and that's pretty much all I know about it. I am really excited to get to this one. It seems pretty interesting. And I will definitely let you guys know what I think in my May wrap-up. The next prompt is Corruption, and that is to start a series, and for that I'm very excited to say that I am going to be reading The Duke and I by Julia Quinn. This is the first book in the Bridgerton series, and I believe heavily is what season 1 is about. I really enjoyed watching this series. There are definitely some trigger warnings there, though, specifically for non-consensual sexual relations. So I would look into that if that is something that you find to be triggering. But in general, I really enjoyed the Netflix series, and I am excited to dive into the books and learn more about the world. The next prompt is Mind Control, and that is to have somebody else pick a novel for you. So I gave my husband access to my whole TBR and said to pick a book, and he has chosen Once and Future by Amy Rose Capetta and Cori McCarthy. From my understanding, this is a LGBTQ+ Arthurian retelling. And I don't know a whole lot more than that, but I've been really into Arthurian retellings lately. I'm really enjoying Legendborn, so I'm excited to get to another one. I did decide I'm going to skip the dark side prompt, Lightning. Pick a book that you think is going to shock you, only because I feel like that's vague and I'm not entirely sure what was intended there. So instead, I'm going to use the neutral prompt of Telekinesis, which is to read a book you think is going to be a 5-star read. And for that, I'll be reading Jade City by Fonda. I'm also going to be reading this along with the Fantaseries book club, which I will link in the description down below if you guys are interested in joining. I know that Jade City is an Eastern-inspired fantasy novel, and I know that everybody has raved about how good this book is. I have been looking forward to picking this up for some time, and I think the Fantaseries book club's decision to read that is the perfect opportunity to pick it up, so I went ahead and did that. Okay, so those are the 5 books that I am for sure reading in the month of May as part of this readathon. I usually post more of a possibilities type TBR, but this is going to be more of a set in stone kind of thing. There are quite a few NetGalley arcs that I'm also hoping to read this month, including I'm currently part of the way through the novel Crowns of Croswald. This is the first in a middle grade, magical school type setting fantasy series. I was actually reached out by the author to review this book, so look forward to that coming soon. But just my first impression, having read the first 30% of this book, if you are looking for a series that has a lot of similarities and similar vibes to Harry Potter, but is not written by a TERF, I would highly recommend this series. I have really been enjoying it so far. I know there are 4 more novels, 5 altogether. The main character is really interesting, and I don't want to say too much because I am planning to review it, but if you're looking for something up that alley, I definitely recommend checking that out. I'm also part of the way through A Strange and Stubborn Endurance by Meadows. This is a fantasy-inspired novel as well that centers a male-male romance. Both of the characters come from different kingdoms that their union has kind of connected them. But it is more of an arranged marriage type situation, and there's definitely a huge trigger warning in here for sexual assault. So just know that going into it. But I'm looking forward to finishing that one this month as well. And that being said, that's a pretty ambitious, lofty TBR, and I will be stopping there. If you guys have liked this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon down below for notifications. I try to post videos every 5 days, but at least once a week. Sometimes that works out well, sometimes that doesn't. It's especially difficult this time of year with school wrapping up. So if I kind of fall off the deep end, look forward to me coming back full force in June for summer. Let me know in the comments down below one of the books you're really excited to read in the month of May, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!